Heavy Support Unit, the Exorcist. This transport tank is for the Sisters of Battle faction in Warhammer 40k. You're watching the Painting Miniature channel, not quite the how-to, but my techniques on painting miniatures. I put together a breakdown video showing techniques that I moved forward on this project when I had not one but three to paint and build. So let's see some tips that you can use on your next project. Let's roll the video.
This commission project actually turned out to be a full army. Surgical Ninja went ahead and did a video showcasing all the other models I painted for this faction, and I'll have a link in the description below so you can see the overview of the other models. First step after assembly, I went ahead and primed these miniatures with the zenithal highlight. Precision airbrushing, I'm able to base some colors that I really want to stand out, also moves the project on a little faster. At the same time, I'm going to sketch in some of the OSL details for the flames, and later on you'll see what I do with the dry brushing technique to really make that stand out. Now onto the gold trim. This is just to match the faction colors, and I felt like it'll give it a little more elegance. For some of these, I'm actually applying this as a technique of edge highlights. Brush application and pressure is something to keep in mind of, and there are really good ways for you to practice this, which I'll have a video coming soon to give you a little bit more understanding and practice. Lately I've been using a lot of brass colors to either amplify or weather metallics. Since there's a lot of gold on this miniature, I didn't want it to clash with anything else and give it a little bit of different flavor. You guys can see some of this live action on my Twitch stream, which I'll have a link in the description where you guys can follow me there. There's a lot of cool filigree designs on the side of this tank. Now again, I'm using the brush application and pressure to only hit the raised areas. Also, if you can see, the way I'm applying this is kind of like a stippling motion. Very lightly with the brush, only focusing on those raised details. I carried forward more of the brass and gold details at the front of the tank. Now for the headlights, to make them stand out, I chose more of a cool blue color. For all the white accents or colors on the tank, I first applied an ivory or a bone white, then I highlighted everything with a white scar color. Now it's time to work on the OSL for the flames. This paintbrush is from the Army Painter's dry brush set. I already sketched in the light source and direction with the airbrush in the beginning, so all I'm doing now is adding some highlights with an orange and a yellow ochre color. I'm going back and forth between the two flames just to make sure I sell that effect and also I don't lose that color value.
Now, before the internet was showing you how to use a dry brush palette, what I would do is go to the local hobby store, find yourself a wooden block like this one, usually have letters on it, and I would turn that into my dry brush palette. Now, this is easy and it's compact, so you could throw it in your case if you're going to go to different locations in painting, and it works about the same.
There are two sets of flames on each side of this tank, so I want to make sure that the color tone or the value of this light is balanced. Take your time and work slowly, just brightening things up and make sure that it's balanced. Most importantly, what's more eye appealing to you? There isn't a secondary light source, so it's easier to use an airbrush to really give you that direction of where the light would hit. And now you can see some of this is really coming to life. So there you go, 3 Exorcist tanks, simple steps to get them built and painted, with a little bit of flair that will look amazing on the table. This is why I chose this color scheme, and it's a little bit more thematic when you have it side by side with the other miniatures.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this information was useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe for any future content. As I mentioned before, I do have a Twitch account where you guys can hang out with me live as I'm painting, or you can see this in a later time. In the description, I'll have the link for that. Don't forget to keep paint on the brush, and we'll see you next time.